topic, I would like add some information. With the industrial development, most people would like to work in a city areas. So, in case people from rural areas move rapidly to the city areas, so in this case, the urban areas will get more packful environment. The mostly in pollution, air pollution, land pollution, as well as so many other distraction of biodiversity we can see in the urban areas. So on the other hand side, the rural areas as well, there may be some less people working and doing things. So in that case, the rural comparison to the urban areas, rural areas must little bit calm, like reduce uh, pollution, like because of the people who are moving to the urban areas, as my point of view. So I will give a chance to another one to talk.
Thank you, friend. I would like to add something. As we look towards the future, one of the most significant trends that we can expect to the continued growth of urbanization, according to the recent estimates, by the year 2050, 70% of world's population will live in cities. For those living in urban areas, the effect of increased urbanization are like to be both both positive and negative. And also, on the other hand, urbanization can provide opportunities for economic growth and development, as cities are often for innovation, trade, and commerce. Uh, this uh, this can lead to better job opportunities in city areas, uh, and also the negative side, cities can be become a polluted, and they have more residents to access basic needs like food, water, and healthcare, like that.
Friends, I am Hirani from Sri Lanka. I also like to add some ideas about that. Uh, when we take about in 2050, uh, there's most 17 percentage of all population will live in cities. As a result, as a result of that, I think most of pollution, as said is previous friend, the pollution is highly air pollution, water pollution, and it's distract the environment, and also in there we can see high climate change and like global warming and natural disasters also, uh, and drought and earthquakes like that, because man's harmful activities uh, badly affect for the earth. uh, and also not only that, mm, when we talk about positive inside of world population live in cities, it is industrial development. And through that, there are a lot of employment opportunities, and people can earn more money. And uh, and also there are some job opportunities and education, higher education system in city areas. When we compare in city areas and urban areas and rural areas, from that we can see income inequality with both sides, and also some negative feelings of the people, and sometimes rural area population will isolated from urban areas, like that. Actually, I like to know other my colleagues' ideas also. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kasuni from Sri Lanka. I agree with you with previous ideas, and I would like to point out something different. It's about infrastructure facilities. Uh, if 70% of population lives in cities, uh, many main infrastructure facilities and many services and service points will be located around the cities, and then the rural areas, then they don't need, they would not explore rural areas for their services, because they can achieve their all targets in that 70% population. So I think that rural areas will be affected with some lack of some service providers. Do you have any other uh, side of ideas on that? Thank you.
Yes, Pasini. As you said, there are a big gap between infrastructure facilities. I also think because all facilities are located in urban areas, and most of people living there, and all industrial developments and other technical developments also there. So I also feel that there's a big gap between infrastructure facilities in both areas in future. Thank you.
Hi all, I'm Buddhika from Sri Lanka. I need to add, I would like to add some ideas about this topic. Uh, 70, 70 percent of world population will live in cities about 2050. Then I would like to explain you then why they are coming to cities. I think they are coming to cities, different of the cities and villages. Then we need to find out them. Then we can reduce that impact to in future. I think city have so many facilities. Electricity, communication, job facilities, so many facilities. There are good schools also there. Then other hand, the village about telling villages they don't have so many facilities to live. That's why so many people's coming to Colombo. and I mean cities, then that's why 2050 will be 70 uh, percent of world people's population will be in cities currently as our uh, country. Then my opinion is when we bring to the cities facilities to the villagers, we can reduce then infect to about 2050. Somebody agree with me? Please tell me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for giving me a chance. I would like to add some more details about the topic. So in my perspective, I can see some more development in the city areas than rural areas. So since there's a lot of people working and residing in rural areas, uh, I can see it will be expecting some development of the infrastructure, facilities, banks, hospitals. On the other hand side, schools as well, because of the uh, more populations working and residing those areas. So in this case, we can expect some more pollution in these areas as well. So in new housing schemes and because of people tend to build some housing schemes also, the deforestations are there. So in this case, so many plants and natural plants will be wiped off. So in case we can see more carbon dioxide percentage will be increased in these areas than rural. So people will get uh, uh, health issues like asthma, uh, kind of a disease. So that is my another point of view. I will give a chance to another my colleagues.
Yes, Aisha, I agree with you. In a part of that, um, if 70% of population concentrated in that cities, the cities may be totally polluted, and the natural resources will be less, and also the natural beauty and some natural sceneries will be lost to the city peoples. Then I think, and this is a prediction, I think, that villages far away from cities will be grown as to attract some tourists to market their rural rural natural resources and sceneries and views. And there will be some development in the rural areas, though uh, with this pollution and scenic beauty, I think. I don't know whether this is funny or not, but I just got it in my mind.
Hello, my friends. I'm Divini. Most of my friends point out about the advantages about the urbanization other than the pollution. And my point is based on mental health. because urban areas might be have more facilities than rural areas, but the people are living in a competition. So the people are moving to cities because of earn more money. So because of the stress that they are dealing with their day-to-day life, the mental health be very poor. uh, in 2015, I think there are more mental ill people will live in urban areas other than these rural areas, because we have to live healthy to do everything. If we poor in mental health, we can't achieve anything in the life. And that is my point. I will pass to another friend to give their ideas.
I would like to add one more point to the previous member, uh, the points that she expressed just now. Uh, um, Now, when people are moving to cities, the elders are remaining in the rural areas. So when it's come to development of that rural area, the younger generation or the youth's uh, participation will not be there, because they have all moved to uh, urban areas due to different reasons. So So in time to come, there will be a issue taking care of those elders in rural areas, because there's no any um, attention to them to like they will be left behind. There will be no one to look after them. So I think when time to come in 2050 or in these years, there will be more issue in when the aging people are getting high, and there will be no one to look after them, because all the youths who have already moved to uh, cities. So I would like to point out that issue as well. Over to you, members.
Thank you, my dear friend Mali. I am Dinushika from Sri Lanka. Actually, I am agree with you what you have point out. Uh, when we talk about this topic, we are talking about future. Right now, also we have this problem. Many of people are migrating to cities unless they are working in rural areas. So in development countries, what they are doing when they develop their rural areas, they use sustainable development. As now I am working in abroad in United Arab Emirates, city in Dubai. So I know how they develop these countries. They use sustainable development. It offer less environment pollution, and all the rural areas can develop. The unemployment rate will decrease, and infrastructure will develop. Especially, we talk about Sri Lanka, we can see in rural areas, electricity and roads we must develop. If we develop those areas like cities, those people will not migrate to cities. They will live in the rural areas, but we should talk about sustainable development. It will not do any harm to the environment. That is my point of view. Thank you for your time. I will hand over to one of my friends.
Hi, good evening, all. My name is Dhanishka, and I'm from Sri Lanka. Uh, I would, uh, I would, I think this is a kind of assumption that in 2050, 70% of population will live in cities. So mainly, looking at the city where I'm living in Sri Lanka, it is Colombo. So 5.6 million people are living in Colombo. So when we look at our population in Sri Lanka, it's about 22 million. So when I see the percentage, it's about 25% the people are living in our main city. So I think uh, in the future, like right now we are at 2023. So when we look at 2050, most probably what I think is all the rural areas and urban areas would be, getting into that a new level, and they will be developed as well. So I think it will be very limited areas will be there that we say like rural or urban. So in that case, most of the people will be looking for better facilities, better future, better opportunities as well. So in 2050, I think most of the cities anywhere in the world will be developed to that level, because there will be no survival if we are not into that level in 2050. So most probably, if you look at the disadvantages living, I mean, rural areas, you will see there will be a disconnect from the main cities, and they will have a very limited facility. And then most probably the people who want to, elders, maybe I could say, people who don't have financial power to move into the cities, they will be living there most likely. And then maybe some people who want to spend time peacefully and with their own, they will be living in these rural areas or urban areas in the future. But definitely what I believe is, when we look at 2050, there will be lots of development, there will be lots of things will change in the world. And I think not 70%, I think it's going to be more than that. More than 70% will be living in a main city to have a better future, to have a better facilities. I believe they will definitely move into a city. Thank you very much. I would like to pass it to any other member. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. I'm Sandani from Sri Lanka. I would like to add more to the point that discussed from my friend. Yes, there are a lot of facilities in urban areas than rural areas. As example, we can see the transport facilities, good roads, quality education, quality health facilities, and more food options available in urban areas than the rural areas. So this will make competition and good demand to live people in urban areas. Yes, there are so many problem occurs based on urbanization. So we can get solution for these problems, minimizing the difference of quality of living in urban areas and rural areas. That's my opinion. So I would like to know more ideas about this topic from my friend.